What's up, Grand Blue fans? You are tuning in another week for Casa Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I think we're on number 19 at this point. So cranking through the weekly tournaments, keeping it consistent. Back on track, and you are being entertained by Dormancy 207. That's me, and I'm joined by an old friend. You know as Liston.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
So yeah, pretty classic Grand Blue lineup for Casa tonight. Got some familiar voices on the mic and a lot of familiar faces in the bracket. Got 16 players tonight, nice clean, no funny business, no buys, and yeah, a lot of familiar names per usual, building up that sort of week after week roster, which is nice to see. So yeah, Krylaz, Super Saiyan Kid, both on the cabinet right here. Familiar
Awesome.
faces in the Casa lineup.
You know what though?
Go ahead.
I'm really looking forward to see what people have come up with the new patch. I know there have been some nerfs, and obviously the new character has been a strong topic of discussion.
Yep. And I think that Krylaz is someone who's picked up Belial pretty quickly and is finding some roots to find some success with the character. Krylaz also has played Beelzebub, who I saw some recent takes that say that character might be real good right now, and I'm curious to see it. But definitely gonna see some juice with Belial tonight. The character's got some really fast normals, some nasty pressure, and I'm curious to see how quickly people develop. Last week we actually had someone playing that character win the whole thing. I think it was MBK, and yeah, like he got knocked into losers, but came back around, and I think it was grand finals was him and Apple. And Apple, she's a Zoe player, so that matchup is like really amazing. It's super explosive, a lot of stuff going on at once, a lot of projectiles. But MBK found his way around Apple and like came back, I think, from like a 3-2 and 3-1 in the grands. So character definitely, if your character wins week 1, like in a bracket, either you are just like full blown outclassing everybody in your region online or regionally speaking, or the character's got some real dirt. So there's definitely room for some head shaking in these matches.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I remember the last time Apple played in a tournament. She definitely proved to be a strong player.
Yeah, she's strong. Well. She's really solid. Like a lot of just like very fundamental stuff. Not too mix heavy with Zoe until she has to be. Though I think looking at this bracket, I don't know if she is here tonight. I'm curious if there's any Zoes in the bracket. I think that character is really strong still. And if anything, maybe got a little bit better, especially since so many other characters got like really toned down.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's the case of things. That a lot of characters really did kind of lose certain damage options. Percy comes to mind when I think about that. Obviously, but anyways, we are going into
this. This is a good opportunity maybe to see if Super Saiyan Kid has been able to like develop sort of a new strategy. I don't know for sure if they're still playing Percy, but there's definitely had to be a little bit of acclimation for season 2, unless I don't know. We'll know if there's not, because some things are just gonna be whipping like crazy.
Definitely so. Waiting for these two players it to load up real fast here.
Yep.
Hopefully we have a cool match to talk about. And yeah, here we go.
Super aggro costume. I gotta say that Belial's maybe like his strongest tool is the wild range of sunglasses that you have to offer. All of his weapons. I was trying to find like the file for them on Dustloop or something to see all of them.
Yeah.
But every single one is absolutely fun. Look at these circular
the Dolce and Gabbanas right now.
The spikes. Those are some like that's some Alexander Wayne kind of looking stuff. And then he's got like the shinies, like he's got the reflective ones. Damn, Super Saiyan Kid's sword's cool too. I gotta get better cosmetics.
You know.
Ooh, there we go. That's still
you gotta design your outfit to show your personality off.
Yeah, dude. Gotta get the fashion going. It's metagame, Alright, so 5H coming out here. We're likely gonna see a lot of that button super good with punish. I think comes out at 9 frames.
Ooh, DP.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a match of like -2 dragon punches. Oh my god, I can't believe that combo. That's crazy. Look at this. This is still going. All right, too far out though. No, there's actually supposed to be an animation after that that might have pushed it over the edge, but I think Carlos is too far out.
Yeah. 100%. That's what happened. And that sword is kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it's kind of big. It's got a lot of stuff going on. So, quick nerf that we saw right there for Percy too is that DP not having as much invincibility. I believe it's a little harder to go through projectiles with that now.
Yeah, I saw. Recently I saw a clip of a match posted by a Japanese player, and then so Percy does EXDP or something like that, right?
Right.
The Diva player jumps and splashes it.
Yeah.
And then the captain said why. I had to translate the caption.
Yeah. It's brutal. All right, nice. Super Saiyan Kid takes the round.
I'm not gonna lie, I usually don't really laugh at things like that, but that made me chuckle.
Oh yeah. Every once in a while there's one where you're just like, I don't know why.
And the funny thing is somebody explains to him why, and then he goes, why? Afterwards, like, you didn't answer my question.
Alright, Super Saiyan Kid opens up for the command grab there. Ooh, baits the DP. It's gonna be about as big damage as you can get mid-screen. Maybe that's just the new combo. You can't get the low launcher anymore mid-screen. Doesn't work. But even just into EX reversal, it did plenty of damage. Got a full knockdown. So when I say Percy still has juice, I mean like things are simplified. It might not be as flashy, but like you can still get what you want. And right here, Super Saiyan Kid is gonna get what he wants, taking game 1.
Yeah, like that counter was ill-advised.
Honestly, that's the thing. I think this character is incredible, but you're gonna see that counter go off. Like amazing players are gonna just pop that and then just eat 50% for it because it's new. You know, like it's still juicy. Yeah, Super Saiyan Kid 1-0. Ooh, overhead. Oh no, counter hit. That's interesting.
His run is really good.
He's wild fast. He's and right there, I think that Carlos might be leaving a little bit of damage on the table. I think jab into bar 5L connects, and then you can get this like claw thing afterwards.
Battle 2, engage.
Go, bounce. Ooh, that command grab is so good. It doesn't do too much damage, which I think is a good call. Because it comes out really fast. It's kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's not a bad call. And especially with
the combo,
the well-rounded tools that he has.
Yeah.
When I say well-rounded, I mean
got everything.
Everything. That's what I think of when I say well-rounded.
Throw again. Keeps him in the corner too. Is it gonna work? Nice.
All right, nice reversal.
All right, chillin'. Spot dodge. Oh no.
Does this sword change color?
It looks a little bit purplier than it used to.
Yeah, like it was like a little more red, right?
Oh, maybe it has to do with the stocks, you know?
That's awesome.
Oh no,
nice conversion.
Clip.
Yeah, finally tried to challenge it. I don't know, maybe tried the DP, maybe tried to press the 5L, who knows?
Yeah.
Either way, it's still 1-up. Alright, last game of the set.
Ooh. Great anti-air.
Oh. You know what though?
Like, change your jump arc with that. Oh, good conversion too. Yeah, so Percy's game plan is just like more simplified, right? Oh, I can't believe this punish, that sucks. Alright, gets in the corner.
He actually went for like a completely different punish than he did the first time.
Yeah.
Because the first time he did like an auto combo with 5L. The second time he went for 2L.
Right. Yeah, I mean that that reversal is, you have a decent amount of time to make that call, you know. But sometimes I know that feeling. It comes down there. Miss it. All right, a little bit of waving around neutral.
I mean, I think next hit for either of them will be death.
Can be. Ooh, is that gonna hit? That was good. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Are we? Oh my god, it does so little damage. Well, that's probably easy input, right?
Yeah, it was probably easy input.
Yeah, see that fireball? Like,
oh no, that was an unfortunate combo decision.
Oh, you had to know.
That was
the -2 special.
Yeah, I mean, he had a pixel life, so he was probably thinking that nah, he wouldn't do anything like that. But you have to realize that sometimes cage beasts fight back when they're.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation because you don't want to bet on the reversal if you're turn stolen too many times, you know. But oh my god, bait it. 5v man. It's kind of good.
Nice dynamic run up throw. Oh, try to do a whip button. Nice.
Alright, there we go. It's on the ground. Great block. Oh, why? Alright, punish this. Alright, that'll do
well,
it.
I know why he did it because Super Saiyan Kid has been missing the punish, and he's been consistently going for the punish.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what, I could bet this on this, and I'm up around, and if it
there
works,
it is.
I win.
Like, you see that DP just get totally snuffed?
Yeah.
Sucks. Alright. Shrug, and then full punish. Got my face.
Ow, he should have did a full jump in. Like,
yeah.
Like,
I think people will, like, figure that out as they go, because I still do that too. I just wait for it to stop, and, like, that happened to me. I think I was actually playing against Krylos once, and they were like, yeah, I should have jumped over for, like, the full corner combo. And I'm like, that makes sense, but, like...
As a Percy player, he should do, like, he should stock up as he's walking, get the full stocks, and then do a full jump in.
I'm really excited to see those punishes come out, like, as the game develops, you know?
Man, that makes me want to go into practice mode. I'm about to make the fun.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna start. Oh, maximum jump in against Belial for every character.
Yeah, for every character, like, make sure you taunt before you do it. Like,
and good stuff to Super Saiyan Kid.
Yeah, good job.
That character's good still. You don't have to Percy bottom.
I mean, especially against a character that's debatably the best character in the game right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some of the things that are happening to me versus that character are like more pressure with the projectiles and neutral, but you have to be careful with, you know, certain reversals, wake up super kind of stuff, but like meaty like spinner on Oki and like just throwing them out at sort of full mid screen against characters that don't have ways to like do projectile invincible stuff, like it just sits, and you can change the direction of it so much that it's really hard to be predictive of it. There's some setups where you can even whiff the projectile entirely and just go into throw instead. It's like a little tricky. It's not, you know, sound necessarily, but it's like if you get someone off guard, you get the throw.
Yeah, I mean,
it's worth it.
Don't get me wrong. Like, there's always like another layer to each mix-up. You can go for the guaranteed things, obviously, right? But then you can put your own take on it and maybe kind of mess with somebody's perception of what should happen.
Yeah, totally.
And then, you know, that will sometimes be good enough to throw off a really good player. Like, oh, this should happen, and I expect that you're good enough to know that this should happen. I'm like, oh, but you messed up. Nah, I'm not ready for you to mess that up.
Right, and like, I think that at the highest level, it is about kind of changing those rhythms up to throw someone off. But in that particular matchup, I think that both players were taking some like risky decisions on reversals and showing their hand in that way, which like is really effective for getting damage here and there. But if someone, you know, picks up on it, the reversal punishes can be really like game changing, especially with a character like Percy or Belial, who just does a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Percy did lose some of his mid-screen conversions, but he still has Pile Bunker.
He's still got Pile Bunker, and like if you watch that life bar go down, like when that happens, I mean, I don't know how much he's losing exactly, but like it's not a lot, you know. Like the conversion from whatever, like the rush low into like standing medium into EX reversal, it doesn't seem like it tacks on a lot more damage. I think it gives you better Oki, like gives you those kind of cross-ups and stuff, which is important, but Pile Bunker still hits like a truck. Like it's not bad.
No, I completely agree. It's definitely not bad. And even he's doing like auto combo punishes.
Yeah.
I thought like an auto combo punish wasn't even gonna be that bad when he punished the EXDP, and then he tacked on Pile Bunker, and I was like, ooh, okay.
Right. Yeah. It's just like chunks, doubles it.
Maybe you don't want too many of those EXDPs blocked.
All right, so we have another matchup with a character that people are afraid is gutted, who I think might be alright.
I mean,
she's still killing it.
I've seen lists that put her and Percy squarely at like bottom 2 or something like that, or bottom 3.
Yeah.
I'm not
sure
sure what other character joined them, but you know, down there.
She's still going off. I think 5U's still going off. No follow-up though, sad to say. Zerky is playing Charlotta, who some people think is like maybe one of the biggest winners of the patch. It wasn't necessarily bad in the last iteration either, but
what exactly did she get or not have taken away?
So the big thing that I'm aware of is that Blanca Ball is like wild safe now.
I mean, it was pretty wild safe before.
So it lands like closer, but it's got better frame data.
Oh yeah.
So like what that just happened is like a little bit. You have like more options to kind of cheat out things like that. Oh, slam.
Oh, okay. So like, I'm guessing that staying in touch with her actual gameplay to be the gorilla that she is, you know, like.
To be a little more aggressive with that versus like being just like annoying, like.
Yeah, versus like slightly tipping you out. I'm gonna do Blanca Ball. I'm not gonna do Blanca Ball.
It's like spacing trap versus like frame trap, right? Because like you can threaten reversal a little more, and you're in a space that like allows you to, instead of like poking out, you can choose to go for the 2L. Oh, good jump in. And like this character's just still got the other juice. Like mix up off the demon flip is gonna be crazy. Still does a ton of damage. Reversal's still solid, and like, oh, I can't believe that wasn't it. Scoop.
Not gonna be death, but you know, she's gonna kick out. Wow, she actually almost died. She actually, I actually didn't even think it was gonna be that close to death.
The biggest difference.
Yeah, I mean that thing does a lot of damage.
It does do a lot of damage. I'm not ever gonna underestimate it ever again.
Yep.
Even if they have a full life bar, I'm like, yo, she might die. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, it could happen. That countdown, when it slows down to the 10th, you're just like, here comes trouble. Yeah, I think that the animation for that is so perfect for that too, because it does always feel like it's right on the brink, and like you do feel like, you know, are we gonna make it like every time? Unless it's, you know,
is it
close.
Gonna kill? Like, but
James, get in here.
James. Like, but shout out to James Chen, good friend of mine.
True.
Like, but what's it called? Yeah, like, I'll be honest with you, Zerky was completely in control of that round, and then it's like Ladiva reached into her midget pockets. I'm sorry, little person pockets, and then took out all of her coin. All of her coin.
Yeah, it's a little bit of robbery, but you know, it's the kind of thing that you have to be aware of in this matchup, right? Because there's like 2 characters that have command grab supers. There's Beelzebub and there's Ladiva. I'm trying to remember if there's anyone else. Oh, I guess Sora's has one in like the install. But you have to know, like, they actually made them worse in this patch. I think like they're easier to jump out of now. But first of all, you can see Zerky's not jumping out.
Don't you get a combo from that anymore?
You do. You get EX Lariat still, I believe. Though, I don't know. I don't know why they would leave it in the game if they didn't give you anything off of it. I hope I'm right.
Yeah, because I
would be sad.
Cheesecake has gone for that 2 times.
Yeah.
And has not done the follow-up 2 times.
Yeah, I noticed earlier, and that follow-up is like her best starter, so...
Yeah, I would say that any S-class player or higher wouldn't, like, you know, like, they definitely know if it worked or not.
That's all you need to know. You need to know
I'm convinced she's dead now. Like,
3?
Is it gonna kill?
Oh, you bet.
And it will.
Charlotta, I don't know how much health she starts with, but she just ended with none real quick. And it's like, so what I was getting at earlier is that you need to know in this matchup that like, you can't jump in and like bait a reversal super from Ladiva, because if you're blocking, you're dead, right? So like you have to like
what super are you gonna bait? The grab one?
Right. Enjoy. And then the other thing is she has the strike supers too, so like you can't like jump out because you could just get clipped by that. So you kind of need to play a game once she has super loaded up, like and you know full like blue bar, you want to kind of play back a little bit and like just chip and like kind of use your life lead as a way to make Diva go in, because now that she can't like get full range punishes with her neutral buttons, like you just have to take advantage of that. Oh, right here you gotta take advantage of this too.
That was the 3 count doom. Right there.
Oh, yeah, you can see Charlotta has enough, just enough HP to get smoked again, but Zerky finds his way around it.
Yo, like I have a question. Like as a punish, could he have reversal super on that light DP?
Potentially, like on the way down or like afterwards.
Afterwards, blocked.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like, I don't know. I'd like to think someone in the chat can go off for me, but I want to say it's only like 6-7 frames.
I feel like that should have been death right there, because maybe he didn't know he had super skybound. They didn't know that they had super skybound.
Yeah, right. All right.
I was like, oh no! I was like, that's the final 3 count.
Ooh, big damage. No, just gonna be out of combo. I don't know. Cheesecake may not be feeling comfortable with the punish combos here, or is just looking for some sort of reset. Oh, that's a reset.
That's a reset. 100%. He wanted the final countdown.
Cute into the boot. No problem. That countdown is just 1, and then that's it.
It's over. It's qualified.
Yeah. Alright, plus frames, just get the jab in, mix it up. Here another one. Okay. There we go. See, yeah, there's still stuff there. I think you can go into the anti-air grab as a finisher on that too, and like get a ton of damage.
I feel like Uber Cheesecake has a different style of play. Like, I feel like, you know, okay, so basically like, alright, like one of Alex Vae's philosophies, right, is that you kind of never want your opponent to know how you end things.
Right.
So like, and my friend Zidane, he plays Guilty Gear too. So like,
yeah.
So when he ends combos, he ends them differently.
Right.
It may not be optimal, but like you never want your opponent to know. Yeah, you never want your opponent to know how the situation is supposed to go.
Yeah, you don't want to know like a safe jump is coming.
Yeah. So or he just dropped the damage just to go for like more pressure or something like that. Like and like you look at Alex Vae play, like he kind of does things like that too. And then you kind of want them to always feel uneasy, even when it's guaranteed damage. You want them to feel uneasy.
Right. I think Jan does a really good job of that with Diva, or has in the past. I haven't seen them play in season 2 yet, but yeah, like keeping things kind of guessing and like just having weird setups, because like if a safe jump is good and like reliable, but if people know that it's a safe jump, oh wow, great
like there's a lot of comfort in knowing what a setup is. Even if you're at a disadvantage, you're comfortable knowing what it is. And I feel like Uber Cheesecake,
that neutral jump was so good.
Definitely was. I feel like Uber Cheesecake's style is very like freestylish.
Yeah.
And then like he's not going. Now obviously he can go for like, you know, setups, you know.
Right.
But he's going for intentional resets, intentional drops of combos, going to another situation, you know, like he's doing a lot of okie dokes.
Yeah. And totally. It can pay off a lot if your opponent can't adjust to it, because I think that the best way to play against that is to like try to play really solid and just let someone, like, if someone's playing kind of like syncopated like that and they have unsafe things, you can almost just like let the like playbook run out until they do the thing that's punishable. But if they're really solid and able to do that, then like it's really hard to have a good defense, right?
Yeah, like I mean, a lot of times when I fight an opponent like that, one or two things I'll do. Either I'll lean on my offense or I'll lean on my neutral.
Yeah.
And so depending if they're like super like aggro, along with I don't know what they're going to do on offense, defense, or what have you, right? Then I'm like, all right, I don't want you next to me at all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, get out and like, well, that's when you want someone to play neutral, because you're just like, I don't know what you're gonna do here, and like, I'd rather just like leave, you know, than risk a reversal or not.
Exactly. But or if you know, like, if you get the opportunity to go on offense, then you can run your set play, and then they don't get to play.
Right.
But, yeah. I mean, those are two options. I mean, I feel like Zerky was kind of leaning on the second option, right? Like, straight up offense, don't let them get to play.
Yeah.
But then I don't know, like the pacing got a little bit different, and he wasn't able to stop.
And Zerky was just losing some situations on offense, especially with those like grab SSBAs. Like if you
Yes.
jump in on that, you're just gonna get yoked. Like there's nothing to do about it. Oh, weird.
Yeah, but
All right, so
onto this
another
match,
another Ladiva match. Here's two characters that everyone's gonna keep asking for buffs for, I think.
yeah. Oh yeah,
I will say,
wait, Matera is the other character down on that list.
yeah, that makes sense. Though,
Oh
like,
man.
I say it makes sense. I think it makes sense on paper, and I do not, for the life of me, know the abusable stuff about Matera, except that she doesn't have a reversal. Like, I always get so blown up by this character. Ooh, good jump. Cool to see Unicorn in here. I don't think I've ever seen them play at Casa, and this character is like pretty underrepresented in this tournament series too. I think last week we had, maybe it was the week before, Senpai Spider played it. But you know, this is like pure zoner, which is an archetype that I really love. And it's not always a character that can or like a style that can be played really well. And further, it's often a character style that is not good at all in the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, pure zoner can be really tough.
I mean, she is a pure zoner, but then she has short hops, so she has flurries of offense.
Yeah, she's got some mix. Oh my god.
But well, what she
sucks.
doesn't have is reversal options outside of that.
Yeah,
Last
or a
kick.
health bar anymore. I'm counting that one pretty early. This guy could have hit that top button fast. Like that ref wasted everyone's time. It's like 1, 2, 3, we got it. KO.
I kind of wish. I don't know. Have you ever played like X-Men vs Street Fighter or anything like that?
Tiny bit.
All right, so like this is funny thing that would happen. And I felt like it was a glitch,
Yeah.
but it made it hilarious. So basically, all right. So if you were about to die from a super, for some reason, your whole death wouldn't animate fully. It would just fast forward to your death.
Oh.
Like, so it would be like, okay, Mega Optic Blast, and usually you would see all the hits hit. But if you were going to die, as soon as it hit you, it would be like, ah, like that. Like, regardless how much life you had, if it was enough to kill you, you would just die.
Okay, so that combo right there, off of the one headbutt, so because you get 3 of those on the EX, right? Each one is like more and more unsafe. But I think you're still like at 0 after the second one for mix. But if you get the first one, you can now get 2H into, it looks like Lariat is what Decent's doing. Really strong. Oh
no.
Those butterflies are not going off the way that Yamicorn wants them to.
Yamicorn definitely wanted the butterfly to go off, and it did not, because it didn't go off
twice
because
now.
Decent got hit.
Before. Yeah.
I think because Decent got hit, I don't know if that was part of his strat, that he knew that was gonna happen, but unfortunate for Yamicorn.
This character's so cool. Oh no, just booted.
And that was a really good decision too, because Yamicorn was kind of just like trying to do a frame trap and set up the butterfly and wait for them to get into position.
Yeah. Ooh!
Reversal.
Oh man, I felt it in my bones. I was like, no one wants to deal with this butterfly garbage, and just lariat right through.
Dead.
Damage? Yeah, I think that'll probably wrap it up.
The final, yeah.
So one of the things they gave Matera is a new move, which like puts some English on the butterfly, curves it down to the ground or up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it used too much yet because, like I said, this character is something that I have not like been able to follow too closely. But I'm curious as to like what situations that feels better in. Do you know? Because like
I know what you mean. I know.
The regular ones are already supposed to be good.
Well, you know what it is though, because like you can't really set the butterflies off with like the low shots.
That's true.
So if you think about it though, because you kind of have to do an air shot, you kind of have to do the high shot. In most cases, universal overhead to even get that angle sometimes, right? But low shot doesn't. Now, I maybe per se you'd probably get combos, just regular basic combos with low shot.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Like getting a conversion off of 2L would be pretty huge. Or is it 2L?
Yeah.
That's the like the god button jab, right? Like that's just like the pew pew, like shoot the ground kind of thing.
I know her 5L is super god. Like I like to call them low overheads, the standing low.
Yep. I love low overhead.
Either case though, you know what? Interestingly enough, the only other stream that I watched was Sonic Soul stream, and let me tell you, he was not too happy about these changes to Matera. Right? I'm putting that lightly. Politically, I'm putting it politically. What was being said.
I mean, I haven't watched the Sonic Soul stream for a little bit. I know he loves the character, but I gotta tell you, I don't know how happy that guy is about character changes in general across the board.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he's a good friend of mine, right? But like, I just kind of like Salt, and it entertains me. So I was sitting down.
You guys are best friends.
I mean, he knows me.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just like, that's unfortunate. Like,
yeah, Matera, it's tough.
It's a hard life. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I mean, I play Sagat Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5. I know what the life is. I can laugh at other people.
You're laughing together. You're like, oh, this pickle we're in, right? Like
it's like crying, but whatever.
It's a lot like crying, but that's therapeutic. You got your community, right? Like you all get to share that moment. It's character building.
Yeah.
Speaking of building, I think KO just popped the Matcherino link in the chat there. If you want to click through on that, use those codes. Love to get those all used up tonight. We've got 50 codes for each bracket, I believe, so that's like $25 in the pot as long as everyone can go on there, press some buttons, hit that caps lock button, and donate 50 cents a pop. There's also a bunch of like sort of side quest type things you can do. A lot of them have to do with following esports organizations in kind of the mix. So go ahead and do that. We're gonna keep getting these matches set up, and whoever shakes out on the top of this thing is gonna take home a little lunch money, and that pot can grow with a few really easy like bits of input from you guys. So go ahead and do that. A lot of you guys are playing in this bracket, so if you think you're gonna come even close to winning, it's in your best interest to press that button.
I mean, it definitely is in your interest, and it really doesn't take a lot of time out of your day just to do it.
I just did it. I'm watching the stream on my phone. I switched my
do it
monitor
right now.
from Granblue.
I'm actually
super easy.
I'm actually signing into it right now.
I'm gonna be back in the mix before this game goes off. Talk Monkey up for a little bit.
Believe in victory.
All right, so Monkey Business and Nickel, friend of the show, Monkey Business, not in commentary tonight because I believe he's going to be doing some extra work over on the Street Fighter side of things, but still able to compete in this, which might overlap since he's a really tough player, and even with Percival, I think he's finding ways to adapt his character and make it work for Season 2. Playing as Nickel, who is a great Narmaya player. His character did not get too many game-changing things in Season 2, but I think it's maybe a touch more solid and is solid in general.
You know what though, I've spoken to A3 about a lot of her changes. He's super happy about her changes.
Nice. That's sick.
She came I think something about it something about her reversal got better or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah,
there was a lot of things he touched on.
You can use Kagura reversal, which is her sword out stance. You can use that in combos now off of 5H, which before was too slow. So you have a new hard knockdown ender for that kind of big bread and butter combo.
That's what.
It's good. It's it's a small thing, but I think it does wonders for versatility, which his character already had. Yeah, totally. Oh, here we go. Might see it now. Guns. Oh, no. Just going for the reset overhead, like that. And parry there that didn't tag anything, but still went off. Ooh.
Oh, that was...
Yeah, so that being a little bit faster there actually probably made a pretty considerable difference.
Yeah, that actually worked out for him. Oh no.
No, don't do it. It's a bait.
It was 3 hot takes right there.
Never trust Monkey Business.
Aw.
You gotta be up close for that. Yeah, so he's told me that whole mix. I assume this is still intact, but if you hold that thing down for like full go, then it's unblockable.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that's a new combo too. Getting the jump U into the crescent sort of like overhead slash thing. Because the move before it pops them up higher, you're now able to get like an extra hit in the combo.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, yeah, like, it's always good to be able to get things like that. Yeah. Nice. Good DP.
So I'm still going for the low off of that command dash pretty frequently. Right there, even you saw did the damage with it. That's definitely a place where Pile Bunker is going to sort of pay in dividends in the tournament. Oh my god, I can't believe that went right through. So sick.
You know what I think was a really good change? Making sure that low lights don't have gaps in between it.
Yeah. There's a lot more kind of like safe pressure you can put onto that. Big overhead here.
Because every single time you go for 2L, there's always a risk of someone like you know, super skybounding.
Oh my god, he didn't block the last hit.
Alright,
Had the block button on, but he let it rip. Alright.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus 2? Minus 1?
I feel like it's -2 or it's -1.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it was like -4, even with -4, no one can punish that. You know.
Right.
It's still the same concept.
Yeah, Monkey getting a lot of work done with those run-up overheads.
Yeah, and I feel like there's way more like 3 low lights comboing now. Me before it was like 2 would only reach.
That sucks.
Yeah, cause like I feel like Jita was kind of in the minority, doing like 3 or 4 lights before.
Yeah, you can do it with I think if you have the run momentum, you can do it with like Gran. You can definitely do it with for 3 of them. You can do it with Catalina. You can do it with Zoe. But yeah, Nara has a really good jab in her second stance that auto combos at any range, kind of like Lance. So you can get pretty like long jab confirmed. But I imagine the scaling's pretty garbage. Like you get to a point where all your specials do no damage. But Monkey here doing a ton of damage as I'm talking about
leniency, you know, it's there.
Yep. Yeah, it's an option. Oop. Oh, and yeah, corner specific, you still get that. I don't know if Monkey was ready for it. Good throw. That was those plus frames earlier. Oof.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little too far out.
Yeah, a little bit too ambitious with the armor there.
Do you think Monkey's listening and heard me say something about the Pile Bunker? He's like, I'll show you what's up.
I'll show you Pile Bunker.
Fine, you got it.
Alright, goes for the mix-up after the back.
There you go.
Alright, not being waited from using.
Oh, no follow-up, that sucks. Alright, good cross up there. And just below there to tag and keep frames going, right?
Yeah, like, and I'm not really sure what Nickel is doing. That's like the 2nd or 3rd time they've been hit with the low. Nice roll right there.
They may be trying to
move
out or
it's
something.
pretty far.
Ooh. This is it.
Yeah, that's the round.
Even if Nickel didn't trust that to do damage, you can hold the button down to like cancel the animation for the follow-up. And they could have cycled cooldowns and gotten like a clean 5k off of that.
Good damage from Monkey Business.
The character still shreds life bars, and like this kind of pressure, I think a lot of the things that Percy and Ladiva lost still go off the way they should in the corner. And so it's a little more about like getting that mid-screen like carry instead of mid-screen pressure.
Yeah, I feel like most of the mid-screen damage was curbed in a way, because like Percy was good at getting mid-screen damage, and Ladiva was as well. So I think that was kind of weakened in a way.
Yeah, I think it might be intentional though. I feel like the mid-screen combos are fun, so I hope that they find more ways to like integrate that and give certain characters that without taking it away from, you know, like the ones who need it.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely.
now Gran gets a stagger off that the like counter hit boot in neutral and
Mm.
can link into standing jab into EX boot and carry like all the way across the screen. Good stuff, the monkey there.
hmm
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Cool. All
Yeah.
right, guys, we're about to run some ads, right? So stay tuned for that, and check out some of the other tournaments that are going on. I'm sure he's gonna go over that. Bear with us, guys. Slight technical difficulties, but we're gonna get to those ads pretty soon. Okay, so all right, so guys, we were talking about the match arena a few minutes ago, but like, yo, please support the match arena. We do get a certain amount of match arena, so we have a limited amount, obviously, right? So we definitely would appreciate it if everyone in the chat and whatnot, right, start putting in those codes. It does help the players. It does help us. And here's the thing: if we start getting rid of all the match arena codes, then we can get more. So I forgot what the number is. I actually don't even know the number. But we do
We've
get a
got
limited amount.
50 of them total, so it's
Okay.
for
So
25
if we
bucks,
start,
50
yeah, if we
CP.
start using those 50 consistently, then we can probably ask for 100. So, and that in turn will obviously help the tournament grow, help support the players entering the tournament, probably get more players to start joining the tournament as well. So it's not only up to us, it's up to you guys too, because we're giving you basically the resources to help people out, help yourself out, and now it's in your court.
Okay, I'm
And you
showing
can
the
look at the
easy demo
code.
on there.
Yeah, you can look at the codes. Casa SFV 21, that's for Street Fighter 5, and Casa GBVS 21, that's for Grand Blue.
So we've also got the Patreon account. um, all the money that goes into this gets sort of distributed to um, production staff and like kind of keeping everything like growing moving forward. And if you attend this tournament every week, it's like free entry. Some of you guys make it out with a little bit of scratch. I'd say it's pretty well done. There's some very likable people on the microphone, I think. So if you're having fun with it, you can subscribe to the Patreon. Every little bit of that like kicks back to all of us. It's super appreciated. Even here and there, it's very fun to see those numbers go up for us. Shows that what we're doing resonates with our crew. So definitely check that out. There's I believe a store option as well. So if you're trying to like support us, there's a lot of options here. It looks like Kayla's shooting some hotkeys into the chat. You can just click those. Don't even have to enter anything in your browser. But yeah, Patreon basic monthly subscriptions get you a few like little sort of kickbacks, and also mean that every month we have a little bit of like a nest egg going if we want to do something cool. And honestly, I think sometimes that's gone like back into pop bonuses. It goes into plans for like exhibition type events, getting a little bit more stuff going on when we can find the like time and resources to do it. So if you want to see Casa grow, want to see sort of new things come from the brand, then Patreon is a really good place to express that. And Teespring, I guess, is more what I'm talking about with the merch. I'd say the logo here pretty solid. can be kind of nebulous. You can show the people that know what's up, that you support the tournament series, and then people who you walk by at the grocery store are gonna be like, "What's that?" And you can tell them or not. Pretty good, solid branding. Looks clean on a white or black article of clothing, especially those sweatshirts right now. I feel like temperature's dropping down a little bit. Might be a good option for you. This kind of stuff is like primo gym clothes, easy casual stuff, and when tournaments kick back up, you know, we want you guys winning like those in-person majors in that Casa gear. So please take a look at this stuff. There's a few like here and there accessory things too. I think we've got a phone case on there. It's got were there socks? Did we talk about this? Coming soon someday. You know,
What about the Casa bunches? I've never heard of any talk about
Casa
that.
bunches. Nope, in development. I'm about to get fired. Got the mug on there. That's about to get real key. And the YouTube channel, Monkey's been working really hard, not only at making Percival function in Season 2, but also at taking the VODs from every week, cutting them up, and distributing them in a clean, presentable manner on YouTube.com. You know, these videos are really good, especially for players that didn't get to watch their own stream. They want to go back and see how they did, what they did, why they did it. A lot of you guys, like I said, are in the chat in between matches, but you're probably real focused during. So that YouTube is a really good way to review your own sets. It's also kind of cool to see what you missed. If you weren't around for a week, you can go back, see your rival smoking other people, and kind of get fired up for the following weekly. So I mean, you know how this is, like tournament VODs, like you got to find new dirt on your character. It's Season 2. Someone won with Belial last week. You're struggling with Belial in mid bracket. It might be time to look up MBK on the internet and see what he's doing, right? So like check that out. Every week we are well, I say we, Monkey is working super hard coordinating with the streamers and getting that stuff up there. So definitely take a look at that, see how you did and where you can improve, and you know, show your friends the highlights. Me just being like, yo, I took a round on Real Ice once, let's go.
Looks like we have Zerum in the room just meditating.
It's not a bad idea. Zerum's a pretty strong player, but there's a lot of strong players in this bracket, and one of them I think knocked Zerum out last week. If I remember correctly, Mix-Up did some damage. Placed third with none other than the Cat Boy and his Cat Bros.
Yeah, funny enough, Zerum is sitting behind Mix-Up.
Yeah, it's just like the classic arcade thing, you know. You're kind of watching over his shoulder, freaking him out. Like
I'm looking at you play.
Yeah, just like, oh, when are you gonna pop Iggy? And the answer is immediately. Mix-Up's like
Believe in victory.
Done a lot of work with this character. See that he's definitely not the kind of person that relies solely on the supers to like get the job done. His usage of all of the other friends and family here, the robot Catalina and the bros.
I mean, his set play has definitely gotten.
They stuck around.
Much better.
Yeah, it's really clean, and the character set play too. Is like a little bit more solid, a little more airtight. Right there, even got through the sweep. Decent not having it. Get on phase.
I mean, Decent finally getting to play.
Yep.
Was in the corner, getting mauled.
And
I mean, a little bit too little too late though.
Kind of annoying style. You get that backdash Tatsu. Definitely running some like Street Fighter 4 Dan vibes right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, say. So we're looking at 3?
It will be. Okay, so I mean 3 out of 5. Alright.
Yeah, so lots of time for both these players to adapt. I think Decent will probably be the one that has to do the most adapting here, since getting around all of this sort of flurry of teammates that Lil Wayne has can be kind of tricky.
Doing such a good job in that second round.
Yeah, right there, just a couple big SPDs and you're back at it.
3, engage.
Good anti-air.
Getting in here. He sets up some stuff on the ground there. And even there, when everything misses, it's just scary to navigate that web a little bit. Like, you don't know if it's time to act. Ooh, big throw. Beats out the parry. Really smart.
Really,
huge in this
really
matchup.
hard call out on that.
I find that Mix-Up's usage of the parry is actually really good, and it blows up safe jumps. It has a lot of interesting utility to it, even though it's kind of bad versus certain options. Decent has found the perfect answer to all of those options so far.
Yeah, and now like it's gonna be up to Mix-Up to see what he can possibly do to like, adjust to this. Now he definitely came out swinging. Decent took that, found his opportunity in the second round, and found his momentum as well.
Mix-Up staying 8 frames in the chat. I think that seems pretty good. It's a solid whiff punish. Yeah, it's a little unsafe on block, but you can make some magic with it. Ooh, there it is. 8 frames, baby. You thought Belial's 5/8 was bad. Good job. It still does a lot of damage mid-screen. It's, there's no, like, launcher follow-up, but, I feel like a lot of those things just aren't as flashy as they used to be, but you can still get something done.
And the EX man's call is so fast now.
Boys. I'm with my bros. Ooh, good duck.
Ooh, that was fortunate.
Yeah, plenty of time after that parry to get that jab out. Luckily for him.
You know what? I feel like they did a really good job of not like. What do I want to say? Alright, so Luwayne has
Is that it? That's 5U, baby.
Yeah, I think he's dead. Luwayne has a very annoying playstyle, and I think they did a good job of representing like that.
I agree.
He seems to play more hit and run now. Before it was kind of like it was hit and run, but it wasn't.
It was run and run.
It was more like run.
Yeah,
and it kind of wasn't that effective. So even when he got the knockdown, it wasn't that effective. But now the hit and run style seems way more effective, seems more annoying. Plus he has more set play opportunities, and before it was really difficult to steal turns back with assists. Like he just stole a turn back right there with the cancel from Catalina.
Yeah.
So that was super difficult to do before.
Ooh. I was gonna say the life was pretty even. Luwayne was making some headway despite seemingly like on that run part of the game plan the whole time. But I'm
surprised.
Ladiva's one of those one big hit characters, right? Like you get something to work and it goes off, you get 50%.
I'm super surprised that didn't use Idrisil there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've seen it once so far in the set, and Decent's up 2-0, really making it hard to activate. Maybe it seems they're smothering enough to make it feel like an unsafe option, but you can kind of blast it on wake up, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, all right, you have a pixel life, you're in the corner, you don't. It's like one of those decisions. You don't have a choice.
There we go.
You just do it.
I think that like when you're down to the wire, it feels like it's a necessity, but I think Mix-Up's typically good about being a little greedy about it and trying to get a little chip in before it goes off. Oh, another 5U. Oh no, no follow-up. All right, still gets it. Yo, the double kick.
I mean, like, whatever strategy Mix-Up came in with, it doesn't seem to be working at Decent at all.
Yep. Yeah, the hit and run has become a run and run. And I can't blame him. It's tough sometimes. Big counter hit there. Ooh, almost full conversion. Look at some plus frames off the lariat. All right.
Hey, you know the thing about it though is that like obviously Mix-Up Luwayne players, whatever, they want to steal their turns back, but at the same time, right? Decent is doing a good job of stealing turns too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Decent's doing a really good job of mixing up offensive options and making that SPD a threat. Just gonna force Mix-Up to jump out and try to cause trouble, but really take some risks for themselves. All right, corner now. Ooh, huge overhead.
Decent damage.
Yeah, you can't get too much.
Oh no!
Right through.
That was.
We've seen this move before. What do you think? I got a good feeling about this one.
Is it gonna count?
super dead.
100% dead. Like,
So dead.
it's, you know what it seemed like? It seemed like there was some hesitation right there on Mixup's part when he went for that set play. It looked like they looked at their cooldowns before doing the Catalina missiles. And
The other thing
if
is
it
that
was,
might just be like safe against, like, you might be able to block, you know, a reversal off of that,
but not
you can't block a
Ladivas.
grab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about this. You can't block a grab, and it's tough. It's like I said, you have to be hyper aware of that when Ladiva has meter, because it changes the like defensive bait game completely.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Yeah, it just becomes like something completely different. Because I mean, obviously you said it before, Beelzebub and Ladiva being the only two characters with a grab super.
Yeah. And yeah, Sora is now too, but yeah, like with that idea in mind, like you are risking being up in someone's face in like command grab range, and you have to weigh that in your like defensive situation. Like when you're, you know, +2 on a jump in or whatever, you you can say like, if they DP, I'm good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But command grab, you just get, it's like playing against Zangief, like that fast command grab. What are you gonna do? Like you can't jump, your pre-jump frames get yanked. Like,
oh yeah, like I don't know how fast the actual command grab super is, but I know you can't jump out of the flash.
Right.
It's itself. So if you don't react to whatever initial animation it has, then when the flash happens, you are done. You're in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's this match now. We have Monkey versus Zero.
These guys, I don't know if these guys have played in Season 2 yet. Definitely a nemesis of Monkeys, though I think he has been able to seal the deal on the set once now. But Zero, super solid, amazing Charlotta player. Definitely kind of recontextualized this character for me as something that can be played like slow, that whiff punishing game with the Blanca Ball. And with that in mind, I think that the changes to Blanca Ball may be in Zero's favor, making them a little bit safer.
I think so as well. Like, if they're safer, and then it kind of helps her get to the point of her game plan. She wants to get in. She wants to oppress her opponent. And then, you know, like making those safer, and I guess leaving her closer as well, like, leads to that game plan.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a different kind of annoying, but like it's still effective. But right there, like, what are you gonna do against EX Blanca Ball? Ooh.
No. Yeah, I knew it was coming out from somebody.
Yeah, I'm surprised not to see it from Monkey there, but I don't know, maybe EX DP, or like regular DP might not trade that well against that one now.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure that Monkey was probably thinking that if she does EXDP, I'm going to lose with my EXDP.
Right. I thought just went up and zero on here. Monkey not having it. Taking the stock. It's a good idea. Frames, but
yeah.
Waits for the reversal, and Zero nicely sort of like
delayed reversal.
Yeah. Oof. So right there, that new frame advantage, even when you're minus, being able to get that spot dodge in against something like a, you know, far medium, that's gonna change the dynamic in pressure there quite a bit. Wow, great jump back. That was meaty. Ooh.
There's gonna be some damage.
Wow. So Monkey with the reverse throw bait. When you know someone's gonna throw you, you go for overhead.
Overhead again. Alright, all tied up in round. Reversal from Monkey immediately after getting knocked down. Oh, he went for a command grab, no dice. Gets jumped in on.
Ooh. Punches go off. Surprising no counter hit there, but lucky for Zero. Maybe this doesn't counter hit off that parry. Wow, great pressure from Monkey. And I
take
have
that
to
for a
imagine
game.
that kills. Yeah.
Yep. I like the adjustment that Monkey's done with the low swipe now. So instead of going, obviously he lost the mid screen damage, right? A conversion, but now he's going for a cross up safe jump, basically.
Yeah,
afterwards.
totally.
Which can be more rewarding or just as rewarding in some ways.
Yeah, it's slightly higher risk, but it's like, you know, you get pretty safe pressure off of that. Ooh, big demon flip.
Ooh.
Mid screen, not a big deal.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that was
scary.
the corner. It would have been curtains.
Yeah, lights out. That'll be fall up there. Ooh,
Alright,
looking for
yeah,
another
again.
throw there, and doesn't find it, but does find the overhead anyway.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Oh, did Zero backdash or did he get clipped?
No, I think that was a punish.
Damn. Alright, finding that Blanca ball in mid-screen there. The magic of Grand Blue is having the one button charge back for 2 seconds, hit forward, you know? Like,
Yeah.
being able to walk up headbutt is something that I think that they pretty effectively factored into this character's balance. Like, I never feel like totally blown up by like EX ball, like you know that it's coming that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it was tuned to be a simple charge move. Wow, another one. Monkey's sniffing out these throws really effectively, and for every single one, Zero was getting just like crushed.
Oh, and that leads so much closer now when you do Blanca ball.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a little bit safer. You can be a little more annoying on your follow-up, but you have to make some choices, right? Because when you're that close, wow, great whip punish. Oh my god.
Still alive.
Kill though. Ooh, command dash in. That's a jab, but
Gonna kill.
It is not a fast enough jab.
This might kill. Is it gonna kill?
James?
I knew it was gonna kill.
Gonna happen.
I knew it was gonna
yeah. That move kills.
I mean, it opens up the portal to hell. Like,
yeah,
any move that opens up the portal to hell.
That's like the SSN Enterprise. Just out. You're gone. Oh wow, good spot dodge there. Can't get a punish off of that. That must be really fast. I guess that's one good reason to use that over pile bunkers. If someone's like spot dodging those follow-ups, you get a little bit more agency afterwards.
Oh.
Doesn't bait that throw. This round looking pretty tough for Monkey. Always a chance.
Good spot dodge down below.
Ooh, good fake.
Yeah, didn't really get a chance. Just kind of got smothered.
Battle 2. Engage.
Chat taking notes. Oh, good combo. Damn. Doesn't follow up at the end there. Ooh. Take the stock. Catch that in for later. Another one. Ooh.
Nice.
Worth it.
And that evens up everything.
Another? Ooh. Dang, good super.
Alright, but they're still both one hit away from death.
Yeah. Zero knows that Monkey wants to go in on those frame traps, and they're pretty airtight otherwise, but it's a lot of the damage real quick. Good to use it there instead of like a kill situation, just so it's a little less predictable. And yeah, the EX Blanca Ball finds its target.
Still really fast. And manages to close out that game. But it is a 3 out of 5.
Playtime.
I like that. Kind of a different dynamic in the class.
Wow. Good throw bait. Ooh, and baits the DP too. That was not optimal, but stocks are good. And you can use it right there if you need it.
Yeah, that round was super fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Easily
about
one
as
of the
good as
best
a round
rounds
you want from
so
someone
far.
like Monkey Business, just to run in, get pressure, force some throw techs. Alright, waiting for something to happen. Nice patient play. It doesn't always look patient when Charlotte is jumping in your face, but Zeron does a very good job of only being as active as they need to be. Ooh. Oh my god!
Stuff is happening.
It's a circus over here. Sheer acrobatics of it all.
Alright, but Monkey's still not out of it yet. So has another chance. Ooh, that was a great conversion.
Really scrambly, but yeah, Zeram's finding these nice little conversions, adding on a few bits of extra credit.
Wasn't able to react to that whiff there.
Ooh.
Oh.
Monkey. Doesn't get full animation, that's too bad. Tries for the command throw. Could've gone worse.
Definitely could have gone worse. Could have died, but fortunately Zeram had jumped backwards.
Yep.
A little bit damage from it, but you know.
Ooh, good parry.
Ooh.
Monkey had that at a potential one-touch situation with something like Pile Bunker, but Zeram just stayed in a space where everything was semi-reactable, and something like that parry could just, you know, seal the deal for you.
Unfortunate whiff on the EXDP.
Ooh. That was a regular one, so I don't think there's a follow-up.
Yeah. That was, yes, it might have been Curtis.
Is that fakey?
It still might be Curtis now.
Yeah, Freight Train, almost there. Oh, yeah. So the 2 Ls, keep it safe.
Yeah, 2L, 5L into the DP. Zeram's gonna take that set and move on to the bracket.
That's Zeram, clean. Can't say anything bad about that. Monkey played well too. It's yeah, definitely one of his tournament demons for Casa, which is a good rivalry to have.
Yeah, I will say though, Monkey has shown that he can adjust to this new, this different Percival.
Yes. I was trying to convince Monkey last time to just become a Belial main. Take the short road out, you know. Zeram got that master rank already. I don't know exactly how the reset works because my rank is too paltry to even worry about it. So I was still like at A4 or whatever I was at. But I know a lot of people are climbing back up to masters. I don't know. How does everyone feel? You want to tell me in the chat if you want about the new rank system where every once in a while, you know, you're queuing in to try to fight other A rank players and then PME just smokes you. I actually kind of love it. It's like the reason I want to rank up is to play players like that, and so to run the gamut of like finding S and like SS rank people on ranked, even though I'm lower. It's like kind of fun. Like I feel like I learn better from players that are like discernibly stronger than me. So, and it just means that there's more matches on there. So I'm enjoying that. But I've heard it's a little bit easier to climb to rank, like to masters too, because every once in a while you do have that chance of just like snuffing out someone that's like A or B, and you know you get half credit for it or whatever, but like that adds up.
Nah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like what's it called? I think they definitely put in a little more incentives for people of higher rank to play against like the lower rank players, because I believe that if you won, you like, I don't know if you got nothing, but you got like next to nothing.
Right.
And then now it's kind of like you get a little bit more.
Yeah. And it's, you know, even if I'm getting like stomped by these guys, you know, like every so often I'll take a game, and I feel like, you know, it slows my play down. Like it's kind of like a fun way to like.
It's a good experience playing against higher level players. It definitely shows you where you're at, and it definitely shows you what the meta is.
Right. Right.
Alright, so we're gonna have Matera versus.
Believe in victory.
Listen to the song in the background. The soundtrack to this game is so wild. Alright. Unicorn Zerky. Again, we've got that, you know, zoning style versus this annoying, like, potentially rush down, potentially, like, Blanca Ball centric. I feel like the slow buttons that Matera has maybe are not amazing against the new frame data of those Blanca Balls. So we might see that come into play.
I know that Matera does have answers to Blanca Ball, like her short hop. Actually, her short hop actually goes over it.
Yeah.
So
that's
like
wild, really?
It does. So like it's actually against a really good Matera. It's probably not a good idea to overly Blanca Ball.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
if they short off on reaction, it's a full punish.
That's cool design because like you really want to close the gap with that move as Charlotta in the matchup. So it has something that kind of hard counters that says like, yeah, you're not gonna just get in for free.
That being said, though, like obviously I don't think this is an easy matchup for Matera, but you know,
No.
Yamacorn is definitely
Yamacorn playing
saying
it well.
differently. Yeah,
And,
definitely
like,
playing well.
She saw that curve out butterfly there. Didn't really need to do anything with it, but it does threaten the new, like, you know, like you see that go out because like when you get used to the butterflies, you're like, okay, how do I want to get around this? Do I want to just wait for them to go off? Do I want to like try to spot dodge through, cause some trouble? And
you know what?
now when you see it like move upwards, it's like, oh, I gotta worry about something else. Like it looks a little faster, maybe.
Yeah, like I mean, like if it curves upward, does it curve downward too? You said.
I think you can get a downwards or an upwards version of it, but I could be wrong.
Like, I mean, that could be like really helpful in this matchup in particular because, you know, Charlotta would want to traverse the lower end of the screen with blockable. So that might actually like add extra difficulty.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little tougher to get the overhead to go off with the regular butterflies now, so maybe they added that as a way to work in like the overhead conversions. Alright, damage. Maybe could have finished it with super there.
I thought that was an option. I actually, to be honest with you, I felt like they scaled the combo too much as Xerxes did.
I see, yeah.
So at first when they got the initial hit, I thought they were going to go directly into it.
Yeah. Yeah, going into the third hit of the auto combo can really change the scaling a bit, and so it's really important once you get used to it to like take it from off at least just the first two.
Speaking about scaling or lack of scaling after that follow,
That did some damage.
I dropped the follow
Alright,
up.
butterflies.
So.
And they're still in. Yeah, that's so sick. Just waiting for it to come down. I love that the forward throw just puts them back in range for like the follow up. It's got that slow projectile vibe that I love from characters like I'm trying to think of like Ed's like, you know, V trigger, that kind of thing. Being able to set someone with a forward throw and like still threaten the thing that you set up to make that work.
Yeah, like,
really cool.
Like that's such a good reward, to be honest with you. As a zoning character, you want things like that that reestablish your game plan.
Right, exactly.
So like, you know, obviously you have the option. You can go in. Maybe if you want to go on offense, traverse, you know, scroll the screen a little bit to retake some real estate. But you know, being able to make that purple rain come down, just to you know, start setting up shop.
Yeah.
That's also good too.
Yamacorn in just like full control of this round so far.
And making this look like, honestly, making it look kind of terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This matchup might be like on the more winnable end for Matera. It seems like she has a lot of tools to deal with Charlotta's like approach.
I mean,
you know?
I feel like it may be one of her better matchups for zoning, but it might be one of her worst matchups for
Like,
being
for
on defense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it could be one of those that, depending on the situation
Like
of
where you are.
Where you are or what happens in the match, you might be good for you or bad for you. So right now, Yamacorn's game is succeeding. Full control of the screen. Xerxes having some difficulty getting in. Finally gets in to some degree. And then, you know, this could be the round because of that. But, you know,
Whoever
Yamacorn,
finds their way out. Ooh.
nice.
Wow, good
very
pickup.
good.
And just all this mid-screen pressure. You don't think of Matera as a character that tries to corner you, but all that ground. Wow, that was sick. Did that kill?
I mean, if
Damn.
it didn't,
Blown up.
I would be upset.
Yeah. That was a really good anti-air. The conversion.
Yo, what is that like? Is that like 3
Yeah.
heavy or
Yeah,
something?
because 3 is like the wide arc, and then 1 is like
But obviously,
directly up.
but
I think.
obviously it was a cross-up, so Xerxes jumped over, so the 3 became, well actually, yeah, so it was the other direction.
Hmm.
So
I wonder if it might have been like down back and
one?
then worked out that
Yeah,
way.
like he's doing down back button, and then when
Yeah.
it crossed up, it became down forward button. But that's such good awareness to convert into another one immediately.
Yeah. Oh, huge conversion there.
Kept it super simple. Did the auto combo straight into Skybound. That's
3-0.
three. That is three.
Yeah,
That's
happened
a
fast.
super fast 3-0.
Yeah, it's easy to eat a lot of hits with those arrows, and you just really got to make the most of a knockdown when you get it. But those games can go fast if you're just like walking into a bunch of chip here and there, right? So Yamacorn definitely had those combos locked, finished the plate oftentimes with like 30-40% left. So yeah, good stuff to them. We're gonna move on. Zerky played well. It's gonna be back in the spectator bracket with us for the rest of the night. Good stuff to Zerky. Sure. I can take a water break if you got the moves.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I can take a water break too.
Alright, y'all. Alright, as the commentators take their water break, what is up, everybody? Producer KO here, giving you guys your round of ads here. Shoutouts to Team Spooky running their tournaments every week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. You guys can catch them out on twitch.tv/Team Spooky. Shoutouts to Young Vic. And ladies and gentlemen, every Friday the Casa bracket runs. You guys can see our consistent content, our quality content every week here on twitch.tv/KO the Poet and twitch.tv/DamnItDom. Speaking of, Damn It Dom should be live, so if you guys want to see some Street Fighter V action, please go check out that channel, one of the best channels around. And last but not least, shoutouts to Ronin Rumble. Ronin Rumble running their brackets weekly as well with GBVS as well as other games. Shoutouts to Ronin Rumble, and shoutouts to Reddit Mondays, Reddit Fridays for Street Fighter V. You can catch their stream at twitch.tv/RSF or twitch.tv/Reddit Fighting. Shoutouts to you guys in Reddit. And let me put on, yes, just like our wonderful half of the Wonder Twins, Stan Cravat, put in the chat, we do have a Matcherino. Hit up the Matcherino. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you see the codes there. You see the codes. And what is it? GBVS. Let me take that off. Give me 1 second. GBVS 21 is the code this week. GBVS 21. No 21 Savage here, but 21 for the Matcherino. There you see we're at a comfortable 35, but I know we can get it up. So if you guys can hit that button and contribute to the awesome group of players we have today, I'm sure they would really appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit up that coupon code and any sponsor quest you can to add to the pot. I know the players will really appreciate it, as well as the Casa staff. There you guys see Casa SFV 26 with the same coupon code as well. You're going to hit up Casa SFB 21 to add on to the Matcherino there. Shoutouts to Street Fighter V as well. Shoutouts to our Patreon. You guys can see it here on our links there at !Casa, where you guys can contribute monthly to the Casa staff, so we can give you guys some more quality content and give you guys some what you guys always wanted, which is that great fighting game content. As well, shoutouts to our Teesprings, giving you everything you need, from Gucci bags to tank tops to the Pride merch to coffee mugs. Even got stickers for you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, remove your political campaign stickers from your bumper. Instead, fill it up with Casa. It's gonna be so good. People are gonna honk at you and everything, because they're gonna be like, oh, what's that cool logo there in your bumper? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. And as well, hit up our YouTube page. Hit that young subscribe button if you guys are feeling the content. We put up all the matches every week for you, so we make sure that you guys have no chance of missing out on these quality matches. And if you're a competitor, this is a great way of seeing your replays as well. Hit up our YouTube at youtube.com/CasaFGC. And commentators, back to you.
All right. Thank you, KO, for the welcome respite.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Refilled my water.
that was appreciated.
Got to listen to someone else chat for a little bit, sit back, and
I like
not
that
that
part.
I'm not happy
Fill
to
it
be
up
here.
with
Pretty
Casa.
excited. Fill it up with Casa. Well, you know, it's at this point. I think we've built sort of a brand name around having like the mosh pit, and that expresses itself in a couple different ways. We sometimes have the two of us on, and then someone tags in. KO makes it happen. Sometimes there's three of us on, and one of us leaves to go play a match, and then comes back mid-match to say something about it. Sometimes there's six of us on, and we're all yelling at Marvisto. It's like a lot of different variations on the the rollout there, but I think it's something that really speaks to our core values.
Core values of the Casa.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we're homeschooled a little bit differently here at the Casa.
Yeah, yeah. The rules are bending at all times.
And, you know, like our remote learning lessons are much different.
I got Zoom on mute. Let me tell you. I got the Casa FGC YouTube up in the back. That's at full volume.
So I'm assuming that we're like in top 4 now or something like that.
We're getting there. I think 2 people have been knocked out of top 8 so far. So I believe these are the winners of that round and losers bracket. Mix Up and PME. Both amazing players, both kind of set play heavy characters, but currently we're waiting on winners finals, which would be Zeram and Decent. Good stuff to Decent, by the way. Winners finals, let's go. And then Monkey Business and Yamicorn in losers round. The winner of that will play against the winner of this for the chance to dethrone the loser of winners finals. Did I get all that right? It's kind of a tongue twister, but I think we got there.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I think this whole match is going to be a tongue twister, to be honest. A lot of stuff going to be on the screen. GG's out. I don't really know. You might know better than I do about some of the distinct changes that Fairy got.
Oh, okay. So I know that the dive kick is more plus.
Okay, that's good. It's
there
terrifying, but it's good for her.
I mean, there is changes to GG. Obviously, like I think yeah, as you can
Oh
see,
my
PME
God.
using dive kick way more. To be
You
honest,
let this happen.
you know what's really funny about that? I used to always think that, damn, I really wish this dive kick was more plus. But you know what? I couldn't really argue about it because everything else was so good.
Right.
I was like, it just kind of bothered me that it was not usable on offense.
Dude, I'm just
Yeah, but like,
you're saying
but-
this, and I'm just thinking about Ibuki's like sliding medium, and I'm just so mad.
Yeah, so like the thing about GG, I think GG doesn't it isn't as plus anymore.
Yeah.
And her throw combos are scaled now. Also Spidey swing is now counter hit state.
That is actually huge.
Yeah. But yeah, you saw how GG disappeared really quickly there. It probably wouldn't have before.
Right.
So now and obviously, you know, DPs are in general slower in the game. I'm not sure if they slowed down Fairy's DP anymore, because I think it was already slower after the initial nerf. But projectiles are also, you know, not as strong, or they don't hit as hard as mine.
Yeah. I can see this still being a really tough matchup for Lowen. So I'm thinking about a lot of those things, and like, if you're looking at Sweep, or not Sweep, the rope swing, even if that's counter hit, like his counter hit combos for anti-airs aren't really amazing. I mean, he's not winning out from that particularly.
It is counter hit state, but then she has a dive kick.
Yeah, and like, how is Slow Wing gonna reach that counter hit in the first place? Like, I'm thinking about characters that have a kind of a dragon punch that can counter hit on that last hit and like get a conversion off of it. I think they'll do a lot better in that exact interaction. But Lowen doesn't have anything that really reaches that high in the first place. Ooh, good parry.
I think and her 2U actually it does have more recovery.
All right, Mom's here.
But it floats higher.
Damn, PME is good at this mini game. Spoke too soon. Still alright though.
I
A
mean,
lot of life to work with.
if
Ooh,
that's
good
the
back
worst
there.
that happens to you in that situation, then I think you won.
Yeah, one hit and a bunch of unblocked stuff. You're like, you're in pretty good shape.
All right, and
Ooh,
that was a
good jump.
punish too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was sick.
super jump too to be able to autocorrect.
Exactly. Yeah, really smart. PME was like one of the most talented fairy players I saw play in our tournaments at the very least. A lot of creative routes, some big punishes, and I think some of those still work. But I would not be surprised to see PME kind of bust out some new stuff.
Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, I mean, like already showing the new dive kick. It's definitely
Yeah, a little bit
and
dive kick pressure.
yeah. The thing is, it being plus on hit and block, adds such a different dynamic to Fairy because Fairy obviously is more of a neutral heavy character, but then that slight little offensive thing, and throw base are gonna be even more scary.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see as much of like the looping Oki anymore, but it seems like PME's had some really good adaptations for the character. Just going into the like meterless GG mid screen off of like a standing medium. Just getting these little like air resets and getting a little bit of pressure on the board, but also keeping that spacing that's really good for PME.
Yeah,
Alright,
calls out
mom's
mom
out again. She keeps telling on PME. None of it's really going off. I'm like learning here. I'm like, oh, okay, so like spot dodge, you gotta do it early. Got it.
Yeah,
I'm
like
still so bad at that.
that. I'll be honest with you, like that's complete mastery of that mini fight, that mini battle.
Yeah, you decide it's like, it looks like someone who's like speedrun this game like 100 times. It's like, oh, okay, I gotta get this like optimal.
Yeah, like even the lightning was dodged.
Yeah,
And then, especially when the slow green ball came out, that's when PME went for the Spidey swing because that can actually put you into a trap with unblockable. So as soon as that came out, he was like, all right, that's gonna be too plus
yeah,
if I block
no
this.
more.
I might have to eat unblockable or chip damage or something like that. So then that's when PME actually took the sky.
Ooh. Run up taunt. And little side switch here.
What a chase down. Yeah, not having any of that pressure.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, long whip.
Light drop. Calls out
Yeah,
mom.
Monkey made a good point in chat that the far H doesn't combo into
Ooh.
like EX grab.
And
A lot of damage
everything
this
is
one.
going wrong.
Yeah. Big
anything-
mistake. Oh, misses out. Ooh, dive
anything
close
that
gap
can
a
go
little
wrong
bit. Wow, that was
Actually
so
went
sick.
wrong, but nice cleanup from PME, able to punish that with the jump back.
Just
Medium.
controlling space like perfectly.
Yeah, like that round, every single thing hit
Believe in victory. Battle.
because one of the green orbs clipped her in the back on the recovery of the spot dodge, and then the lightning came out, and then it sucked her into the lightning, and that did extra damage.
Yeah, even like when you're getting hit by something, part of like the problem is that then suddenly you like are flustered and you're blocking the next thing. And if they set it up right, like you're blocking a ton of chip damage. Well, wow,
Exactly.
good off. It's like, oh, that's not over.
Yeah,
This combo
that
was
was
off
a
of
great
the taunt
punish.
punish.
See, that's
Ooh, that was so sick. You see that, Seth?
yeah, I saw that.
That was so good.
Like-
Instead of doing the combo extension that PMA used to do, which may or may not work anymore, just getting the mix there, instant overhead setup, so clutch. Take notes. This is the kind of thing that you need the Casa YouTube for because
the
that happened in an
punish.
instant.
That
Huge.
punish hurt so
Done.
much.
That was like,
Like,
yeah,
get
that was a
over
clean
here.
fairy run. That's the kind of stuff that I expect to see from PME like right after patch notes hit. Oh, don't even.
And you know what though? Like that last round, what really started that was when he went for the actual parry, because you can still DP those,
Yeah.
and that's what happened. He EX DP'd it, landed on the GZ,
And on
and
GG, had their
went for the
quick
reset
awareness.
into the GZ into set play.
So good.
Oh no! What's he gonna do with this? He has the corner, can't lean the bot, tries to bait out
You
something.
doing work. That move's
Yep.
still good, huh?
I mean, it's still there.
Yep. I mean,
Nice. That was a great response.
almost thought
And
I'd take the
dive-
other one there. Great dive
I
kick.
never thought I would say this. Dive kick putting in work.
Yep. Defensive dive kick at that. Ooh, poke.
Dead.
And that should do it. Nice. Okay, mix up on the board. Signs of life. Love to see it. Rose Queen gassing him up. You know Loween gets like the biggest buff from Rose Queen, right? Just lore-wise, gotta imagine. That movie's so funny.
Oh yeah, and they kind of nerfed that too. I think was it like the first
good throw
couple of hits
setup,
are
too.
overhead, or like the first hit is overhead and the rest aren't, something like that.
So PME already finding new ways to utilize GG. Just getting the plus frames off that Fierce to like run up and the throw off.
Definitely making an effort to actually use different versions of dive kick way often. Yeah, you can't.
So this particular.
Oh no.
Oh wait. I don't know if that was intentional.
Well, you know what it is?
Oh my god, this is so sick.
I think it's because yeah, you can't die when you're in Idrisil, but I think he just kind of wanted to weaken her a little bit so that when he's not in Idrisil anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess if you don't know if you're gonna get another opportunity to super, then like doing the damage there makes a little bit of sense. Does Eve still take the same amount of damage that Loween would? So I know he can't die, but
I'm not even sure.
I wonder if it scales at all.
Well, that doesn't scale at all.
Yeah,
Clean hit.
Doesn't matter. Clean hit.
Yeah.
Loween's on the ground. 3-0. Good stuff. PME gonna move on to loser semis.
Just great decision making and knowledge of how to deal with a lot of Loween's old options and new ones.
Their awareness just for things like 2U into the like Loween set play, knowing the windows where it's like fair to do that, just completely shuts down his offense, and he doesn't do a lot of damage on single hit conversion, and so like you really need the set play to go off to get mileage with that character.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's such a good ability to mitigate all the situations that they could possibly present with Loween. Yeah, just like punishing the repressure, punishing at the end of Idrisil with the EX grapple.
Yeah,
and then setting up the mix-up situation afterwards.
Some of those mix-ups are things that I have not seen before. I don't know exactly what they changed with GG as far as like frame data goes. Maybe the like lightning goes off a little bit later than it used to, but PME is finding setups that work within the context of season 2, and I think it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to make very bad within the rules of the game,
right?
Even with the nerfs, and I think the nerfs obviously they were warranted, right? But I think the nerfs were fair as well, because you know, without destroying the actual character fully, the character still ends up being relatively strong. As long as you can find the situation, and then they found a way to add something new to the character, like the dive kick. Which,
giving the dive kick.
Yeah, so it's kind of like she lost power on other things, but then gained another great tool, becoming kind of like a Swiss Army knife. All tools are useful.
Yeah.
But you may have to use more than one tool.
Right, yeah, you'll have to change your game plan, which I think is a good way to design characters like this. And as much as I say I like a character like... Well, I guess we were talking about how Matera has that option through a short hop. But, pure zoner, pure rushdown doesn't really exist in the same way in this game for the most part. Everyone's got a pretty dynamic playstyle, even though the, character loadouts are pretty simple. Oof, that overhead. Those are going to keep doing a lot for Monkey Business in this bracket play. But I mean, you can play this rushdown version of like Percival, but you can play like a backed up with punish, version of this character too.
I mean, definitely Monkey, is the aggressive Percival. But then if you look at Tega, for instance,
Sega, yeah.
that has a Lancelot and has a Percival. Tega plays more of a footsie-oriented Percival.
Right.
Obviously, if he gets a knockdown, he's gonna go and take his offense. But I feel like he definitely subscribes to a more neutral-heavy game plan.
Right. But yeah, for round one, rushdown centric is definitely going to work, especially against Matera, who doesn't have those reversal options that help a lot of characters against a player like Monkey. I don't know what the adjustment is. I feel like you just got to stay out. Like when you're in the corner like this, you got to just keep that range and fight out of it. Like actually, Yemkar's doing a really great job here.
I mean, sometimes an adjustment is not what you need. You just have to deal with
Like
the situation
down.
isn't at hand, you know. Like sometimes you're given cards. This is the cards you've been dealt.
Ooh.
Now you gotta thrive.
Right. Yeah, Matera definitely has a dealt hand. Ooh, nice. Yeah, not letting Monkey in right there, and that's really paying off for Yamicorn.
I mean, you know, going back to something I said early on, I believe in the first set, where if you don't understand someone's game plan, either you can lean on two things. You can lean on your offense and don't let them play, or you can lean on your neutral and don't let them in.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, because, you know, there's people, especially like reversal heavy players. You saw Yamicorn go for a mix there earlier and just get blown up by that reversal. Sometimes if you trust yourself to like be able to zone out, you can use that frame advantage to just like back out, right? Like if you can set it up in a way that lets you hop back out of the corner and get some screens, because otherwise you're, especially in this game, you're gonna eat a hard knockdown off of Maniac's reversal. It's, you know, the momentum moves so fast. Ooh, great pull. Monkey's still getting used to not swinging there just because, oh, great combo.
What a conversion.
That used to be minus, I think it used to be -1 and it's now -2, so like any far 6-frame normal can get it now. But it used to be that you can kind of cheat out like your 5-frame and trade with other people. And also by threatening EX reversal, you know, you make it feel a little less good to like throw out a jab.
Victory. Battle 1.
Cool, so looks like, yeah, Yamicorn takes the game there. Ooh, also takes an overhead. Hate to see it. Monkey's success rate with those is pretty huge. Oh no. Alright, corner conversion. Ooh. That was cool. I think that's new.
Yeah, that was just straight clinic.
That was 2H pile bunker. That was sick. Maybe there was an old ender that was better than that and it was just never used, but I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, there was probably just a better ender before, and now...
That looks way better, though.
Or maybe that's just new.
Like, are we talking aesthetics? Like, you know, it might have done 300 less damage than what he had in Season 1, but it looked cool as hell. Alright, stock up.
Another case of playing the hand you've been dealt.
Absolutely. Alright. And EX reversal's down for another few seconds, so this is free reign for Yamicorn. Gets the hit.
It gets the second hit of the overhead.
Finish plate. Ooh, that was sick! That was like a far 2L.
Yeah. Didn't even look like she could really reach with a light attack from that range.
Right.
We all know different now.
Yep. There it is again. Everyone, what do we do today when Monkey gets an overhead like this? I don't want to do the drinking game thing. I'm trying to drink water tonight. We can drink water. You guys want to drink water every time Monkey lands an overhead?
I mean, that's a lot of water we're gonna be drinking.
Gotta stay hydrated out here, man.
Is that a 2 perfects? That's double perfect.
Was it 2 back to back?
Not back to back, but
no. Earlier he got one.
No, he got one in this game.
Oh, damn.
He started with a perfect.
7 golden letters.
I mean, what an answer, right?
Yep. But here we go. Getting a little bit of frame data. Ooh, empty jump low. Get blown up. Boom.
And spending the
Damn,
cash.
where'd that meter come from? Are you kidding me? Matera has full health and just spent a super. That's crazy.
Still on offense, and that 5L.
Yeah, not done.
Reaching from like half screen.
Use that real early, but could potentially build another one. 43% already. Again, 5% of the health is gone. This character builds battery like crazy.
Yeah, like it might end up with a second Skybound arc.
Might end up with a Swords of the Dome. Okay. Yeah, definitely getting a second Skybound. That's, I mean, it's online. Which, honestly, like, when you talk about this character only having that for reversal, if you're able to build 2 of those in a match, like, consistently, might be okay, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you spend it early like that. I mean, I'm not sure if I agreed with
Alright, that's water.
how it was spent in the first place, because it didn't really add that much damage. But I suppose if you're so comfortable with your life lead, you know? You're like, whatever, I'll just add on extra damage.
Alright, we got butterflies. Butterflies in the stomach. Ooh!
What?
Tap tap. It's not perfect, but it's something.
Stepping on toe was not a very good dance.
Butterflies are out. Oh, only one of those went off from the shower there.
Oh, more Purple Rain, that's my emo, Purple
Yeah, my
Rain.
combo's so sick. Oh, no animation though.
Yeah, if any of you, my subs, yo, let me get some Purple Rain in the chat.
Yo, Purple Rain in the chat. Stay hydrated.
I might even just do
that's
it.
a bait. Ooh, nice. Ooh, just leaving. Alright, really good game right there for Yamicorn. Just like I was talking about, using that frame advantage to back out instead of like try to finish the plate, try to get that last 5%. You know that you can find it through chip, you know, with half a life bar left, as long as you keep yourself in a safe space. There again, yeah, Monkey willing to mash after a -2 situation there. Ooh, Yamicorn willing to mash, I think that beat out an overhead, so finally finding some adaptation to those throw attempts, like throw baits. Alright, laser gun.
Too bad on life deficit. Actually has the corner offense as well.
Ooh, love to see it.
Gets the command grab.
Alright. Ooh, Monkey does some damage off of that. I wonder if did that charge give it any more damage, or did he just do it for like basic purposes? It looked like he held it for a little bit.
I wonder as well.
This is gonna look rough. Oh, Butterfly doesn't go off after that super? Fires like 100 arrows into it. Alright. Stepped on.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that was
a
a
bait, but not taking it.
Yeah, that was a cheeky attempt at the shimmy, and Monkey Business never scared.
No.
Never scared. I'm about to drop some Purple Rain in the chat.
Damn, this might be your character. You might have to drop parry for this.
Nah, I'm good.
Purple Rain baked right in.
I'm good.
Oh, what, you like having a reversal, quote unquote?
I like having a reversal. Like, yo, somebody asked me the first day when the game came out, like, yo, how come you don't use her? She likes Sagat, and I'm like, I was like, nah, I'm
She's
good.
like Sagat. You're like, that's why.
I was like, chill. I was like, yeah, have you seen how Sagat is? Chill.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, no conversion off that. Too bad. It's a forward throw in though. This character's kind of sick. If I was better at video games, I would play Matera. Ooh. Oh man, look at all that pressure too.
Take jump.
Yep.
More fresh.
Ooh, snuffs it, and back in the pressure. So here we are again, full life bar, 100 meter.
Almost punished it as well.
Just super him.
Damage, yep.
Brat. Damn.
It kept it really safe too. Still,
that's
like,
crazy.
just in case that wasn't the final pixel, did the EX, you know, just to get the spacing.
Yeah, that round would have been an uphill battle to say the least. Just like, yeah, makes it happen. Even if there was reversal there, looked pretty clean. And 3-2, that's, I mean, Monkey is not an easy player to beat. So, Yamicorn really making a name for themselves at Casa in what I believe is their kind of debut here. So, good stuff to Yamicorn. They'll move on.
What a debut.
Yeah, not bad. Like, especially in a bracket like this, bringing Matera up to, are we at top 4? Yeah, top 4. So Yamicorn will go on to fight PME in a Battle of the Zoners. And then we have Zerom and Decent in winners finals sitting pretty. That will likely be up next. But yeah, a lot of familiar faces. Decent also making a great run tonight, which I think I said earlier. But they've always done, well at this tournament. They're always ready to give me the 5U conversion that I asked for. But I think this is their first winners final, so pretty exciting stuff for them. Making the Diva work in a post-patch world. Zerom no stranger to winners finals here, and yeah, like as far as the folks that I know from the bracket, a lot of strong players, people finding ways to make their characters work in a post-patch Grand Blue Season 2. But this is definitely, I would say Decent is the underdog in this particular matchup. Like Zerom is super clutch, has won one of these events before, is constantly in that kind of top 3 zone, and I think Charlotta can bully the Diva pretty nicely if they play it slow, which Zerom is like maybe the best at.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Charlotta. Wow. Well, I mean, that might be a little bit easier for the Diva because of the less range.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. I think that run-up SPD is a little bit more threatening now just because it's a little bit less telegraphed. Because you have just less distance to close. Like, even if you're minus, you can see someone run a little bit further at you, right? So, like, there's less time to prepare for that option. Ooh, big overhead. You want to do it every time? How do we feel about drinking water every time counter hit overhead goes off?
Oh, no. Was that a drop? I think that was a drop.
All right, and just right here, as I was talking about, getting out of range of that grappling SSBA, super important for like having a little bit more slow play and sealing around. But yeah, Zerom still has to do the last bit, find a hit here, and Decent's in pretty good shape.
Aggressively taking their turn back.
Ooh, good chip. Yeah, both of them were really like playing safe. Like didn't want to get hit by a reversal to win it out.
I think I'm not sure if it works anymore, but I feel like Decent dropped him SBA early on. That would have closed out the round.
Yeah, there was an attempt to grab one, and Zerom did a really good job of kind of like staying out of that space. But I don't know. Sometimes you want to hold on to that if you can get like a hit off the running lariat. You can use that as sort of a whiff punishing tool on some moves. Comes out pretty quick. But
nice check. Yeah, really doing a good job of making sure that Decent doesn't get any free run-ups into SPDs anymore.
Oof. Be on the ground. No big follow-up on that neutral jump. But even this, just chipping down, Zerom is definitely happy with a little bit of chip damage. Ooh, that's a
great punish on the whiff.
Huge.
Optimal punish on the whiff.
Yeah, I think Zerom will take that chip damage all day and just stay in ranges that make Ladiva a little more uncomfortable.
Yeah, like gapless strings, staying plus, just getting making their way back out, going back into neutral. It's not giving very much opportunity for Decent to get in, but Decent does get an SPD. Goes for a kind of a tricky setup instead of like guaranteed one,
Full animation afterwards. Oh, and it's a little late.
Yep. She does fall kind of quickly from her high. Her jump is high, but she falls quicker.
Yeah, she's got a really tough jump to deal with. Ooh, great super, and we know how this works. Boop. 1, done.
Look on her face.
Yep, yeah, the little like Mika XD.
She's like, yeah.
reset bomb go out.
Kind of a misinput right there. Decent not to hurt too much from it.
Good tag in neutral. Goes for the lariat there. Now that the headbutt doesn't really work from some ranges, it's getting a little bit of pressure going with the lariat to see what Zerom does. Here we go. Ooh, nothing afterwards.
I didn't even know that works now.
Yeah, so that's the big extension now, is you get 2H after the first headbutt.
Okay, so that's a good adjustment there because he has been doing a lot of after jumping. He's been doing SPD, run up SPD, and Zerom has been consistently fuzzy jumping. So right there when he jumped in, he ran forward and did like a 5L.
Yeah.
Just check. So I can see that
stutter step.
Yeah, I can see that Decent has noticed.
Oh no. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit slower now too. No, that doesn't work.
Oh no.
Huge missed opportunity. I don't know if that was supposed to be super.
I would imagine that it can't be anything else but super. Wow.
Swinging a hit.
You can actually see the hit orb of that move. Alright, goes for a standing reset. Zerom Abare is out.
And going off without a hitch most often.
Alright, tries to bait out DP. No bite.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Decent would have been looking for after that. Maybe it's just a tag to keep Zerom honest, but I don't know if you get anything from that range with a standing medium anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is though, because Zerom has been like consistently fuzzy jumping, like command grab. So I think that Decent wanted a neutral jump.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, so much pressure here.
I mean, but Zerom doing a good job of mixing up their defensive options. Instead of going for the neutral jump, they just straight mashed a Abare.
The power of a Abare. It's not lost on me.
Empty jump mid.
Another scoop. Decent's really good at finding these opportunities to just go into that throw when his opponent is like at like negative frame advantage and they want to just block. So rather than doing it in like a kick throw string, just goes right up.
Right. Doesn't go for damage there on the hit. Just kind of goes for another reset. But as soon as it didn't work out, Zerom backed out. But that's
good sweep at the end there, and
yeah.
the XSP. I think it was Monkey who told me people only use that if it's gonna kill, because you don't want to have your SPD down and you get Oki off.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a EXSPD in a match.
Yep. So that's, you see the golden flash and you're like, oh, he's dead.
I was like, word.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, she has one of those.
Yep. Ooh.
Plus rank.
Ooh, that's negative at the end. The third hit.
It is negative. I mean, I know the first two are plus.
Yep, I think it's +2, 0, minus something.
Okay, so 0 is next.
I don't know if it's like full on punishable. Ooh, 5U goes off.
I feel like they only use that if they think the person is going to try to react to the gap.
Decent out there, had a misinput there, went too big brain, was looking for neutral jump out. Lariat. Not off of that anymore either. It's unfortunate. That's one of the things that mid-screen I think lost a little bit of its flair. And we know that Charlotta animation means that you've won the round. Swing that sword out, do some anime stuff while you're waiting for the load.
Yeah, you rarely see that unless she's gonna win the round.
Yeah. Ooh.
Alright, doesn't even take the damage. Goes to the reset.
Yeah, could've gone for combo there, but finds an SPD anyway. Baited? And Zerom struggling to get the full combo there as well.
Good job on the universal overhead.
Alright, back to neutral. That hit late. Damage. Ooh, counter hit. Oh, good conversion there.
Oh, wasn't able to get anything from that. It wasn't a counter hit.
Oh, so close. That might have done it too.
Possibly, yeah. Still not out of it.
Yeah, definitely looking for an opportunity here I think maybe after that Demon Flip might have been prime. Let that grab, super rip, see what happens, you know? But,
but good
I'm
answer.
not gonna
to the
find
jump.
it. Yeah.
Finally, actually DP's the jump. It takes that, and you know what? It was a bit closer than that, but it was a 3-0, nevertheless.
Yep. Well, I'm comfortable with the close 3-0 at Casa. I would tell my TO that with pride. Yeah, decent finding a lot of good sources of damage, but unable to close out full games. Zerom definitely has some mastery over that matchup and displayed it there. So good stuff. He'll be sitting in grand finals to see who claws back out of losers tonight.
Bunch is like, never tell me a 3-0 is close. I will DQ you from the next tournament.
No, you won't. No way.
What if I told you 3-0 was close with this face? Now, who do we have coming up next? We have Yamcorn tweeting on
PME.
their opponent.
Yep. I don't know the last time I saw Fairy versus Matera ever.
Yeah,
Like
it's been a while.
matchup. Yeah.
It is kind of a weird matchup because if you go by straight zoning, yeah.
Like they're both able to kind of pester each other at full range. Not full, but like, operating range. And
Yeah, I mean, obviously Matera at a full screen range is gonna have more of an advantage.
Yeah.
And then even Fairy is gonna have to try to get in to some degree. But the reward for knocking Matera down is like ultimate. Or at least it was. Not really sure what the new setups will be. But either case though, I saw decent going up on the arcade.
Decent wants to run back.
I was like, I don't think
soon. You'll have your chance. You've already proven yourself. Oh my god. What are you doing? What kind of sicko mode?
Nani?
I'm sorry, chat. I may have to hit y'all with a Travis Scott.
Oh, okay. I see you. Yeah. Just
I think we have to.
Okay, well, it sounds like we might run a quick ad. I might use that opportunity to run to the bathroom while this match is lining up. So yeah, go ahead, check out the match arena while that's playing. Tell them Cactus Jack sent you. Put that code in, 50 cents. And in the meantime, we'll line up losers, semis.
Oh, PME is in here now. All right, if you're gonna run an ad, I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, are we doing that?
All right, guys, dip your fries in the barbecue sauce.
Dip your fries in the barbecue sauce, and I'll be back in like 1 minute. Okay? See, can we stall these guys from running it? Otherwise, I'm gonna run back like, oh, it's so sick.
Nah, I got it.
All right, cool. So I'll be back in a minute.
Sick. Where is Omicron? Oh. Sick. And for the recording, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we just hit a quick ad on the Twitch stream there. For those of you watching the VODs, thank you so much for watching the YouTube VODs. Hope you guys like the content. Hope you guys hit that big red button on the bottom. Like, comment, subscribe if you need to. Shout outs to Ronin Rumble once again for all their weekly content. Shout outs to NLBC. Shout outs to you, Team Spooky. Shout outs to you running the high quality content. Shout outs to Red Bull, by the way, for sponsoring NLBC for the next couple weeks. So if you guys want to shout at that 500 plus pop bonus there, by the wonderful heads at Red Bull. Please check out NLBC Weekly, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And once again, shout outs to our friends at Reddit,